Hi Scorpio, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. When I was pre-shuffling your cards, Scorpio, a couple of themes came out. The first theme was the law of attraction. It literally says that on the card. So whether or not you're reading about it, researching, learning, or even applying some of the aspects of the law of attraction to try and manifest something into your life here, Scorpio, it really is about law of attraction. Energy is about where thoughts go, energy flows, and it's about having a really strong intention, but really being emotionally connected to that, okay? Because that's really what is going to create that energetic shift and really attract what it is that you're manifesting, okay? In terms of the next deck I was working with, Facing Shadows, Balance Light and Dark, and it says confront the parts of you that you keep hidden. Well, later when I was working with the tarot, the Three of Swords came out, and at the bottom of the deck was Eight of Cups. I don't know if the parts that you keep hidden is a little bit of heartbreak. I don't know if some of you are still carrying a Three of Swords. No, Three of Swords can be connected to breakups, separations, things that hurt, right? There's like a aspect of the Three of Swords of broken heart. And the Eight of Cups can talk to walking away. So whether or not someone left you, you left someone, or sometimes the Eight of Cups is where you're searching for something and you don't have it, like your soul's not at peace. So I don't know if that's what you're keeping suppressed or hidden here at Scorpio, but I thought I should mention it. Before we start, my name is Karen, and if you don't know, readings go up on this channel every 2 weeks. Having said that, I do a ton of bonus readings, and one went up last week. It's still a relevant reading, so definitely go check it out. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed yet, Scorpio, it truly is the one way for you to give back, for our energies to connect, and also to support the growth of the channel. Let's get on with it. Bottom of the deck, we have, I've got past remnants, and it says build your life despite any setbacks and rise above. They want you to thrive and change. Now that Three of Swords and Eight of Cups, there could be an element, something that happened in the past that you're still carrying. It's kind of like it's buried deep. And I feel like you're needing to confront that part of you. Sorry, my cat Jasper, he's hanging around. He might want to try and get on camera today. Let's see. All right, Scorpio. What might be the strongest theme? Oh, okay, we have a flipper today. You've got pause to reflect. There's wisdom and stillness. They're saying it's a time that you should be embracing. I really feel like there could be some rest. It says embrace the time of rest to prepare for what's to come. Wisdom and stillness. So there might be a quiet period coming up. Or maybe you're having a break. I think I've told you Zara's about to head off to Europe in just over a week for 6 weeks with her friends. And she's having a break from uni, a break from life. And maybe it's going to be a period of reflection for her about her life and where she's headed. Okay, so some of you might be in that energy too. I'm not saying you're necessarily on holiday, but you might be really taking time to reflect or needing to have a bit of a pause. Let's get one more, Scorpio. Pure cascade. Old patterns and blockages are being washed away. New inspiration. Really nice here. I feel like, confront the parts of you that you keep hidden, the light and the dark, that scorpionic energy. There's a purity coming through now. Like, I feel like you're starting to see, reflect on old patterns or ways of thinking or being that might be holding you back. So you might feel that fresh inspiration to make some positive transformation and change in your life here. Very nice. And in the split, I've got seek balance. Know when to stand your ground or go with the flow. It's all about finding harmony. Bottom of the deck, look at that. Soothing peace, sorry. Heal from any stress and cultivate a sense of calm. They want you to nurture yourself. So there's energies of pause, peace, rest. And it feels like that's what's going to create that sense of new inspiration. So a time of finding balance and harmony, right? Very nice, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, mystical wisdom. We've got self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. No, it is next to Battle of the Blues. Take steps towards positive change. I feel like Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, a lot of you did go through a breakup. Or maybe you lost your job, or I definitely feel there was a breakup of some sort. And you're no solo or you're flying solo. In other words, you might be deciding to start your own venture, your own business. In the case of Zara, she's heading off overseas. She's nervous. This is her first ever solo trip. She's only a young one. And it's like, don't be afraid to fly solo. Okay, so yeah, some of you might be doing that as well. It could be a solo trip, solo adventure, your own business. You could newly be single. Let's see, Scorpio. One more. Bottom of the deck, Scorpio. Beautiful. I think Leo got that. Not Leo. It was one of the air signs got that this week. I'm trying to remember. It says leadership, set your goals. And isn't that interesting? It's next to vacation and new beginnings. Okay, so there is this embrace this time of rest. Some of you are having a holiday or a break, and I feel it's really recharging your batteries, or it will. It might give you that inspiration about some sort of fresh start in your life. You might start saying, okay, that's it. This is what I'm going to be focusing on next, you know, because the law of attraction can talk about you have a dream, a vision. This is about setting goals in order to achieve it. All right, let's see, Scorpio. Okay, part of it might be education, because we've got seek knowledge. All right, so definitely a time to look at researching, studying. There could be a course, and it's connected to the new beginning, the leap of faith. Very exciting. I feel like you're on some sort of new adventure here. One more, please, for Scorpio. Wow, this card came out in 2 of the air readings as well. Confrontation, pick your battles wisely. Oh no, I think they had the competition, summon up the courage and fight. But similar energies, okay? Just be careful. Don't get triggered, Scorpio. You might. And it is maybe it's not worth it. Pick your battles wisely. Now, we have got resilience, rising above tribulations. So I definitely feel there could be some setbacks or challenges you're facing. You're just being called to rise above. Let's see one more oracle, and then we'll go on to tarot. Bottom of the deck, Yang Moon. So it's a time for strength. Yang is that masculine energy, Scorpio. There could also be a person that's supporting you through a tough time. But there is a theme around strength and courage. And I'm really looking at the line on that picture, which connects to Leo. And I'm not saying you're dealing with a Leo, but Leo energy is about confidence, being bold, assertive, brave, lion heart, right? Okay, Scorpio. One more, please. Bottom of the deck, Scorpio. They want you to stay in integrity. You know, the card that said the light and the shade confront the parts of you that you keep hidden. We all have it, right? We have we have the light within us and we have the darkness within us. So be careful you don't get triggered. Confrontation, pick your battles wisely, stay in integrity. If you do get triggered, that's what they're saying. Stay in your integrity. Don't allow yourself to be triggered here, Scorpio. Rise above. Ooh, nice. This is quite a romantic energy. You might find the next few weeks as an experience that really is beautiful, because this is the energy of being enchanted. In the split was seek responsibility, and it's talking about self-responsibility. So I definitely think there's a theme around that as I pull it. Accept responsibility, the moon's reflection. She's looking at herself. So some of you might have already had the confrontation, right? And you might be reflecting and you might be saying, oh, why did I allow myself to get triggered? Yeah, there is an aspect of maybe you owning up to saying, you know what, I was in my shadow there. You might not use those words, but yeah, I'm really feeling like you're leveling up and you're really truly accepting responsibility for the light within you and the dark within you and trying to strive for that balance and harmony, okay? There it is, the law of attraction. Also, the accept responsibility connected to the law of attraction says that it's one thing to dream about it, but you have to take action, right? You have to be about it. You have to be living and breathing what it is that you're trying to manifest into your life. So definitely take action, accept responsibility, and definitely stay in your integrity. Let's get into some tarot. Ooh, Hierophant, very like strong energy of integrity. The Hierophant energy could be connected to a Taurus if I have a strong Taurus placement. You know, the Hierophant is the Pope of Tarot, so you might be tested. You might be standing in your faith right now to see you through a tough time. There could be a theme around marriage or some sort of commitment here. I do see the energy of healing and patience next to this Hierophant energy. Feel like you're learning to balance the energies in your life, learning to know when to bring the fire and when to bring the water. So yeah, let's see. I'm going to get on, but behind that was the full moon. It was the moon card. There's Jasper. All right, let's see. Scorpio. Don't forget to check your rising and your moon sign as well, Scorpio. Ooh, definitely a time to pause and reflect. I've got the Hangman, but I feel a lot of you might feel stuck at the moment, or you're in limbo, I just heard. Piscean energy. Maybe this is a period of your life where you don't feel like things are moving or you're moving forward. Use the opportunity, Scorpio, to really grow spiritually. This is about a person hanging on the tree of life, a person seeking the wisdom from the things that happen in their life. They're trying to grow spiritually. I feel like there's also an element of surrender, but I'm feeling more of a pause to reflect. But just be cautious, right? Because at the bottom of the deck, I've got the Eight of Swords, and that can be a monkey mind, you know, where we feel like we're not able to pursue what we want to pursue, or we feel that we're limited in some way. It's all about our mindset. See how the eagle's soaring? This is about liberation from a monkey mind. Okay, so maybe it's time for you to, really shift gears on your mindset here. I felt called to shuffle some more. I just go with my intuition here, Scorpio. Cards weren't ready. One more. All right, bottom of the deck, I've got Nine of Swords. So there's something about your mindset. Some of you might be anxious right now. Little Zara is very, very anxious about this trip. Some of you could have another reason for your anxiety. There's definitely a lot of mental activity happening. This is nice. The path to enlightenment. We've got the Nine of Cups. This is finding a place of peace. So if you have felt that you've been stuck or in limbo, the Nine of Cups says that there's some sort of experience, something that's going to be happening, Scorpio, that's going to have your heart like overflowing with happiness. Nine of Cups is my self-love card, by the way, too. Feel like you're finding peace within. It's really beautiful. There has been a Ten of Swords. I definitely feel that the period of reflection could have been connected to a breakup or the ending of something that carried pain with it, because we had the Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. So that can talk to a painful ending. I feel a kind of recovery here. I feel like you're getting back to yourself, or you will be in the near future. There's a real solo like energy. You know, don't be afraid to fly solo. Nine of Cups can often mean that you're in a single energy, or it's about you at the moment. This is about you finding that place of happiness within. Six of Swords, very nice. Transition, coming out of, you know, a really difficult period. And I'm feeling for a lot of you, there was a lot of mental activities. So stress, anxiety, worry, fear-based thinking, monkey mind. There could have been conflict with someone. I'm not going to lie, with the stay in integrity, accept responsibility, choose your battles wisely. Because before the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords, that can talk about conflict, Scorpio. There could have been a conflict, an argument, and I feel like it was words spoken. And if not, for some of you, it was a period of mental conflict where your mind wasn't at peace. I feel like this is a transition. This is a Scorpio who is coming out of perhaps a hangman period and really finding themselves and feeling more at peace. This is about tranquil waters after a difficult period. Now, in the case of Zara, she will be traveling across water. Six of Swords can talk to travel. Some of you could be doing that. And that Nine of Swords would be her anxiety over that trip. Let's see. We'll get the next three. Now, I've got strong Pisces energy. It's major arcana. So far, the biggest major arcana is about taking time to pause, reflect, and grow spiritually. And that's come through the oracles as well. Pursuing spiritual enlightenment. One more. 10 of Pentacles, Scorpio. It's at the bottom of the deck next to Hierophant. This is a very strong theme around long-term commitment and or marriage. Very much commitment energy. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. Firm foundation. See how there's a solo swan? A lot of you are single. And then we've got the Empress in the heart of the reading. Beautiful. Divine Mother. Some of you could resonate as being in your Empress energy or dealing with one. And yeah, 10 of Wands. Now, old 10s connect to endings, completions, things coming to an end, cycles closing out. I have got Lovers in the split with the 10 of Pentacles. Very much a relationship dynamic that is something, it's a very committed energy for a lot of you. So see how the swan is solo, but there's happiness. The sun's above them, the water's calm, there's a firm foundation. They're feeling pretty good. So whether or not you had to fight hard to get to this place again with the 9 of Cups, this is about a soul that's kind of at peace. There's a settled energy, so I feel like maybe that's how you're feeling. You know, Empress energy, Divine Feminine, Taurus and Libra. This is about creation. It's about fertility. It's about birthing something new into the world. I mean, some of you, there could be a literal birth, but I feel it's more metaphorical today. Law of attraction at Empress, lots of creation energy coming through. So maybe you're feeling creative. And also some of you might be really thinking about, you know, your environment, your home, your appearance. I feel like there's you're striving for beauty in your life right now. And it's really nice to see. And the 10 of Wands does talk about the end of a difficult chapter. Now, I don't know if this was the end of a marriage and or a commitment in the recent past, and maybe you're recovering from that, or maybe this is something coming into your energy. Let's get the last 3, Scorpio. Very beautiful so far. Ooh, Temperance. Why am I not surprised? Sagittarian energy, the angel of healing, the angel of balance and harmony. So either you're striving for that or your guides are asking you to really focus on striving for healing and harmony in your life. It's very beautiful. Also, another indication for me with 6 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, there's been a healing period for a lot of you. I don't know how long that Hangman is, but you're showing up as being, trying to learn the spiritual lesson from whatever that was. Let's get 2 more. The Hermit, yeah, wow. This is the wise sage of tarot, the person who trusts their inner wisdom to guide them in life. Now, you could be getting advice from someone like that, Virgo energy. There could be someone around you who has guided you through a difficult period, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. If not, if this is not a person, maybe a counselor, just a friend who's really wise and really giving you a lot of good advice, sage advice in dealing with this difficult period or ending. It's about you gaining insight, wisdom, and knowledge, learning to be trusting of your intuition. Notice the owl. And another indication for me of a solo journey. I mean, there's a lot of solo independent energy coming through, so don't be afraid to fly solo. Enjoy this period. Let's see, Scorpio. The Star. I mean, I can personally really resonate this. I'm a Scorpio rising. I need to cover this or I'll get another age restriction. It's got a nude body on it. Aquarian energy, divine healing, Scorpio. You know, I did go through a really difficult period and a period of healing, and actually mine has been about 4 years, I would say, in that solo energy, still in it, still healing. And I have been pursuing spiritual growth. It led to my spiritual awakening. It's led to me doing YouTube, all sorts of things, right? So who knows how long this solo energy is, but enjoy the journey. I definitely feel you're focused on your healing, on your well-being, on your happiness. And the Star can talk about being guided. I love when the Star shows up next to the Hermit, because they literally show me that you're being guided towards the path that you're meant to be on. The stars very much our North Node, our true purpose. It can be our calling as well. So someone could also be giving you advice about a path that you want to pursue, a dream that you want to achieve. But for me, this is all a healing journey, and it's really, really nice. Really, really nice. And the angels are with you. Angel of healing. There's something about you just coming back to a place of peace and serenity. Empress in the heart of your reading is so beautiful. Like, you literally... I mean, you've got the queens, the kings, and then it goes Empress, Emperor. So, you know, a lot of growth. You might be really focused on yourself, your home. I'm going to leave it there because honestly, it's such a beautiful reading. So I'm just counting the major arcana. You've got the Hangman, you've got the Empress, you've got Temperance, you've got the Hermit, you've got the Star. 5 out of 9 cards. Multiple 10s, like I said, connect to endings or the end of a difficult chapter or cycle. This is about you coming through the worst of things. And gosh, I'm seeing such a spiritual Scorpio. The Hangman, the Hermit, right? This is a person who, when life throws them tough challenges, or, you know, this is a person who says, I'm going to try and learn from this. I'm going to try and grow from this. And that's what I have focused on doing. But I do feel there's an element of someone who might have supported you or guided you through a difficult time. You might describe this person as being a bit of an angel in your life, with the angel of healing. It looks really nice. I feel like it's smooth sailing ahead. So enjoy. I hope you did like this reading, and I will do a bonus next week, probably in about a week's time. So keep an eye out for it. Thank you so much. Love and light. God bless.